Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Patty and I fly FPV drones for a living. I wanted to introduce this very impromptu video. Currently on my way to LAX. Booked a ticket this morning to Hawaii and chase this swell that's about to hit their shores tomorrow. Report is calling for 20 to 25 foot faces. I've been to Hawaii a couple of times. Every other time that I've been out there, the waves have been very small. Hopefully this trip yields some really big waves, some really fun waves. The wind and the conditions also have to line up with the waves. Shout out to my man David Sterman. He called me up this morning and said, if you want to do this, we are making it happen. He's going to be picking me up from the airport, hooking me up with a place to stay. This is going to be sick. Day one on the North Shore. David is on his way over. We are gonna have some coffee, then we're gonna go check some spots, and there's a really good chance that pipe is going to be really good today. So we're gonna go check some other spots and then hopefully end up at pipe. Besides getting good clips, there's a couple things that I want to learn and take away from this trip and flying in waves like this. Number one, I've never flown in waves like this. These waves are huge and they are moving faster than any wave that I've ever chased before. So getting a feel for how fast the surfers are going, how fast the waves are moving, those are things that I'm really interested in learning, and hopefully I have a good grasp and the 5 inches is actually enough for what I need to do. Number two is connection. FPV pilots, that's our main concern, is connection, whether it be the goggle connection or the controller connection. Pipeline is also known for having a ton of other drones in the air, so
7 Mavics I think I counted in the air.
Signal interference from other things is going to be a big issue. It always is when there's a lot of drones in the air. All right, well, he's on his way here and we are going to go check the waves.
Well, I had a failsafe out of pipeline. Sometimes if there's nothing you can do about things like that. There were 7 Mavics I think I counted in the air, and there was also an older gentleman flying the DJI FPV with the motion controller. But luckily I had the float on it, and right now they are sending a ski out to go get it. And shout out to my boy David for knowing everybody on the island, because if it wasn't for him, I don't think I would get this kind of hospitality and everything like that. But main thing I don't want to happen is for the drone to sink to the bottom and to have that lithium battery in the ocean. So I'm really happy that they're going out to go get it. Yeah, now I gotta worry about these fail-safes that I'm experiencing, and I don't know why I'm experiencing them. When I say fail-safe, that is when I lose connection from the drone to my radio or my controller. The safest thing for the drone to do is fall out of the sky instead of going full throttle and flying wherever it wants to go. When it's a mechanical malfunction like this, it brings into question the safety of my future flights. And it's completely different when it's my fault for the crash or the drone going down. Unfortunately, this was mechanical malfunction. This is one of the biggest risks of FPV. I did not feel comfortable today putting the drone back up in the air. I feel like I was really lucky to not have hurt anybody, and that level of confidence never really came back for me, and I just decided to call it a day, keep it safe, live to fly another day. I'm gonna try and get out there earlier in the morning when it's a little bit less crowded. The swell is supposed to drop a little bit tomorrow, so we'll see what we get.
All right, morning session was a success. Didn't have any kind of connection problems, and that brings my confidence back a ton. It's kind of a choose your own adventure day for me, so I am gonna go take a walk. There's a spot that I wanna fly that's about 1.5 miles down the road, and I'm just gonna go get some scenic stuff. And after I fly that spot, I should be walking back at the perfect time to fly pipe at sunset. And here we go. All right, session at Pipeline was super successful for sunset. I actually got a call from David. He is picking me up for a barbecue, so I had to rush home, but this is exactly how I wanted to end the trip. Everything went well, got some good clips, and now I can go home happy. Actually, just kidding. I'm not going home. At the barbecue last night, Eric Sterman, which is David's brother, he asked if I was staying for the swell tomorrow, and I ended up finding a ticket that cost me no money to change, so I'm staying an extra day. Swell has definitely picked up. I'm gonna wait for the light to get a little better, then I'm gonna walk down the pipe and I'm gonna make the best out of this free day on the North Shore. Well, that sucks. Another drone down. It was the backup waterproof drone, and it actually wasn't fully waterproof, so it was bound to happen, especially with that much water hitting it. But the main story here is that the Coke bottles survived like 9 to 10 foot Hawaiian sets. It only took 6 minutes for the drone to crash and then end up back on shore. Some local found the drone and actually placed it by the do not swim sign. The GoPro was there, footage was there, everything. That's a huge win. I feel like there's only 2 places on this planet that would actually happen, and pipe is one of them. That is an amazing thing to get back, especially after going down like that. Again, thank you to the North Shore for the hospitality and the good vibes. That's gonna do it for the trip. I'm not gonna fly anymore. I don't have any waterproof drones. I can't thank the Sterman family enough for letting me stay at their place, setting everything up, and getting me in with the locals and allowing me to fly a pipe.